matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, the Bengals and Seahawks meeting here in Week 1, and this is a combination that we haven't seen that often on the turf. If you look back to when the franchises began facing each other all the way back in 1977. But since then, just 20 meetings between the two teams. And the Bengals have won 11 of them, including the last meeting back in October of 2015. A first down carry by Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away.
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mariota, the throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. To throw Mariota. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Antonio Brown there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Rodgers. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognized that he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On 2nd down and 4. Mariota, left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Over the middle here to Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Mariota now. Over the middle, Dorsett. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give right side, Coleman. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Right there, 54. Alpha. 54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man.
To try again after the sack. Mariota over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Rodgers now to throw. Open man is Trey Burton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. To throw is Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Rodgers going to throw. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, it's Coleman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The ball comes out.
all these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. On first down, Rodgers. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off on a safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 31-yard line.
From the 31, Mariota finding Paris Campbell, and there's Campbell's first NFL catch. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Let's go. At their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. Now this throw caught left side. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota to the right side and complete to Metcalf. 11 yards there, first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. From the gun, Mariota. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. DK Metcalf with his first career touchdown in his first career game. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Christian Kirk, 79 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Working from the gun, Rodgers. This is caught. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing is Mariota. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He'll find Metcalf. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Corey Grant, 26 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
That was simply terrific vision by the runner. He was able to use his eyes and follow his blocks and carry himself to the end zone.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that will get him one closer. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well at hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.